Hi, welcome back to our second video of Appartment Hunting in Paris.
In the previous video, we talked about how to find an apartment if you're a student.
And if you want to see it, you can click here and then I'll put the link. And also, if you want to see more, just subscribe on the channel.
And now we're going to talk about the second stage on the apartment hunt. Normally, when you find a job, la!
Yay! So, there are two types of work contracts in Paris and in France, mostly, which is the short-term contract and the permanent contract, which is like CDD and CDI.
For example, I started with the CDD contract and I wasn't really was considered as a real person. I still need to have a backup as a warrantor. But now you have more options. You can go with some startups or a bank, for example, a Smart Guarantor we talked together.
Yeah.
Would take in some fee as a provision of the rent and provide
with the service of a guarantor. However, this fee is a percentage of the rent you're gonna pay. And for us, it was €600 per year. So it's kind of pricey, especially if it's your first contract. However, at least now they exist, because before you didn't have any of these services, so no guarantor at all. Yeah.
Life is hard when you have CDD contract.
Yeah. And you have the permanent contract, which is a CDI. And luckily for me, I managed to have one from the beginning. And when you have a CDI contract, you can begin to look for an apartment
without any warrant needed. If
your salary is 3 times your rent.
Yeah, but in Paris it's kind of hard when with your first job to find something what's decent enough.
But if you're in the CDI contract, as I was, then you can also go to the websites where agencies showcase their apartments, and the ones that you like, you can do like contact form and contact the agency directly.
And you send them a small message about yourself, about your situation, where you try to promote yourself. For example, for us, it always was like the couple, CDI contract with a warrant.
Without any kids,
without
no
kids,
animals.
no animals. Lie.
It's not a lie.
Like in the moment we didn't have Luna.
Exactly, in that moment.
Depending on the situation in the market, the answer rate could vary. Our first apartment was started to search before COVID and it was hard to find something. We applied for maybe 10 different apartments.
More.
Yeah, and we had 2 callbacks.
After we visited these 2 apartments, we loved the second one.
After that, you arrange with them for the visit. If you like an apartment and if you want to have it, they ask you to send the dossier.
And now, without further ado, the apartment that we found.
Yay!
Yay! For sure. Yeah. Hi! So this is what a 29 square meter apartment looks like in Paris.
It's not Paris.
Yeah, it's Korea. Here's the bathroom, which, I mean, you'll know what is it for, I hope. Then we have, I think it's an Italian shower, which is quite nice. Of course, laundry machine. Yes, I know.
Better show them the garden.
Okay.
Which no one gonna have in
So that's a cool lamp. We really liked. And here, and so this is our small terrace, which is 8 square meters. Moving to the bedroom. There you go. So she likes to do that.
Hope the owner of this apartment was not gonna see this video.
There's a kitchen, which is kind of big. I mean, it's big for...
You're lying to people.
It's big for Ile-de-France.
But it's a studio. There is no kitchen, bathroom, or whatever.
I mean, it's
the bathroom, the only thing we have really, and the other thing, it's room.
Yes, it's room, but
there is no like a living room, bedroom, or kitchen.
I mean,
it's
if
like
you turn here,
space.
there's a bedroom. Then you turn,
No,
and then you have a couch.
This is the living room.
No, and then you turn, and there's like space. And then if you turn,
we're gonna travel to the space.
There's kitchen.
Of this apartment. But actually, it's a very nice apartment, and everything what you might need, you can find here. Personally, we're very happy with this apartment. I'm not sure about you, but
I'm actually sad that we're leaving. I
Me
was
too.
about to cry at some point.
Oh.
But now I remember, it's just an apartment.
Yeah, but everything was so close here, and my climbing gym and swimming pool.
Yeah, I gained like 10
I'm
kilos.
gonna cry. You gained 10 kilos because you like to eat. It's not the problem.
There's 3 bakeries here.
You will be surprised how many many bakeries there is in the other place.
One.
Maybe not so close.
Okay. By the way, this is the couch. It doesn't come with we brought her here, but still pretty cool.
I brought myself here.
So for this, we paid 980 euro per month.
The next apartment we searched in Paris in the end of pandemic, but still pandemic.
Yeah, it was still 2021, so you still had some restrictions. It wasn't especially easy to find something. We were getting agencies' messages like to visit the apartment the next day.
In reality, we were in a rush. We needed to move kind of fast.
Yeah.
And we started the process on Thursday, and we applied for every apartment in Paris, which was in our budget. And we just said, and it was not so ugly.
Yeah, exactly. It was not even the previous one, just the ones that were not that ugly.
Yeah, we applied for lots of them since since our situation didn't change, our salary didn't really increase, and we expected the same rate of the answer as before. But surprisingly, thanks to the COVID, we had huge amount of the answer. The agency was calling all the time, just like right away, and they arranged the visits for us the same day or the next day, which was crazy.
Yeah.
On 2 days, on Friday and Saturday, we visit like
I would say at least 6 apartments.
Or maybe even more.
Yeah.
And here you can see some of them.
Yeah, pictures everywhere, I guess. I hope, if we find them. And so then by Tuesday, we had this contract signed. So that's from Thursday that we began to apply. 4 days after, we already had a contract signed for an apartment in Paris. And what's cool about that apartment is that because the market was so easy in that moment, we got a 30 square meter garden in Paris, which you can imagine is like finding a 30 square meter garden in New York. It's super hard and difficult. So we felt really lucky at that moment.
Here you can see our apartment.
Yeah.
Hi guys, welcome. I'll show you around. That's the apartment. And the garden, the treasure of this apartment. Let's go, I'll show you to the toilet. It's a very nice shower, and the toilets, they are kind of connected. Best couch. We have another couch, but now we're moving. I just wanted to show the apartment in the proper way, how you might have it. Finally decided to rent it. And of course the mirror. Something which you must always have in Paris. Garden.
And
thanks for being with us this time.
we hope you enjoyed it, and the next time we'll talk about the last apartment hunting, which is this one. When we had both a permanent contract and it was a harder market
situation, but our personal situation was more favorable.
Yeah.
And we will show you what we wanted to find, what we saw,
Yeah.
and where we end up.
Yeah. So it's also like you're joining on a journey from apartment from a student without a lot of money to contract and work, which allows you to have a better and a proper quality of life in Paris, in France, in Europe, in the world. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and
See you in our next video.